Are you tired of sneezing every time your furry best friend jumps on the couch? Today we are putting an end to the endless pet dander allergy cycle with the absolute best air purifiers on the market. In this video, I'm breaking down the top air purifiers for animal dander that I have personally tested, showing you exactly what works, what fails miserably, and what actually clears the air in your home. 6. LEVOIT Core Mini P. I wanted to start here because this is a unit a lot of people see online and think it might be the perfect, affordable, quick fix for their pet dander problems. It is incredibly compact, lightweight, and honestly looks pretty cute sitting on the side table or a desk. You know, it even comes with this little built-in aroma pad feature. You can add a few drops of essential oils to the sponge, and it acts almost like a diffuser while it cleans the air. That sounds like a dream for covering up wet dog smells, right? Well, this is where things get a bit disappointing, unfortunately. When I actually put this tiny machine to the test in a room where my pets hang out, it completely struggled to make a noticeable dent in the airborne dander. The fan simply lacks the power to pull in heavy pet hair or thick dander particles from across the room. I mean, if the dog is shedding 3 feet away from it, the dander just floats right to the floor before the machine can even suck it in. It utilizes a 3-stage filtration system, which technically includes a HEPA filter, but the surface area of the filter is just so small that it gets clogged with pet hair incredibly fast, meaning you are constantly vacuuming the filter itself. Ultimately, while it is extremely quiet and easy to move around, the LEVOIT Core Mini Key is just too weak for serious pet owners. Unless you are only trying to purify the air inside a tiny closet or literally right next to your pillow, you are going to find yourself incredibly frustrated with the lack of real-world results when it comes to animal dander. 5. WINIX A231. Now, WINIX is a highly respected brand in the air purification space, so I went into testing this specific model with some pretty high expectations, especially since it is designed as a tower unit meant for slightly larger spaces. It features true HEPA filtration, which is strictly necessary for catching those microscopic dander particles, and it also boasts a washable fine mesh pre-filter. On top of that, it includes WINIX's proprietary plasma wave technology, which is designed to safely break down odors, allergens, and chemical vapors at a molecular level without producing harmful ozone. Well, in practice, the experience was a bit of a mixed bag. You know, I put it in my medium-sized home office where my cat loves to sleep, and while it definitely trapped a fair amount of hair in the pre-filter, the overall dander reduction was noticeably slower than I would have liked. I mean, the air intake on this unit just felt restricted somehow. Another thing that bothered me during testing was the noise level. When you crank this machine up to the highest fan speed to really try and scrub the air after a heavy pet play session, it gets surprisingly loud and produces this low-level hum that honestly started to give me a bit of a headache after a while. So, while the plasma wave technology is interesting and the build quality is sturdy, the WINIX A231 just didn't wow me in the dander department. It is an okay purifier, but the somewhat annoying noise profile and slower air exchange rate make it fall firmly into the number 5 spot on this list. 4. GermGuardian AC4825E. This is one of those tall black tower purifiers that you have probably seen in the background of 100 different homes, and there's a very good reason it has been so popular for so long. Right out of the box, it features a true HEPA filter that captures 99.97% of dust and allergens, along with a charcoal filter to help reduce those lingering pet odors. But its real claim to fame is the UVC light technology, which works with titanium dioxide to reduce airborne bacteria, viruses, and mold spores. You know, I was initially skeptical about how well an older design would hold up, but I've got to admit, it handles pet environments surprisingly well. The tower design allows it to pull air from a decent vertical range, meaning it is grabbing floating dander from higher up in the room rather than just sweeping the floor level. I mean, yes, it doesn't have fancy smart screens or app connectivity, and the design is a bit dated, but it is an absolute workhorse. During my testing, I noticed a significant drop in my allergy symptoms when sitting in the room with the GermGuardian running. Well, if I had to nitpick, I would say the highest setting sounds like a heavy desk fan, but it's a smooth, white noise kind of sound that easily fades into the background. For the price point and its sheer reliability at sucking up animal dander, it solidly earns its place at number 4. 3. LEVOIT Vital 100 SP. This is where we really start getting into the absolute top-tier performers that I highly recommend. Well, let me tell you, this thing has a wide U-shaped air inlet that is deliberately designed to capture airborne pet hair and large chunks of dander before they even have a chance to settle onto your furniture and carpets. You know, the absolute best feature of this unit is the washable pre-filter. Instead of forcing you to constantly buy new replacement filters because your golden retriever sheds like crazy, you can literally just pop out the front filter, rinse it under the sink, let it dry, and snap it back in. It saves so much money over the lifespan of the machine. I mean, on top of the physical design, it is fully equipped with smart features. I absolutely loved being able to open the VSync app on my phone and check the real-time air quality in my living room while I was at the grocery store. It even gives you a detailed breakdown of what kind of particles it is filtering out. Honestly, testing the Vital 100 SP was an absolute breeze. It cleared out dander exceptionally fast. The carbon filter neutralized the smell of dog food and wet fur almost instantly, and it looks incredibly sleek and modern in any room. 2. Shark HP102. Shark is famous for their vacuums, obviously, so it makes total sense that they would know exactly how to pull pet hair and dander out of the environment. This purifier is compact, cylindrical, and features what Shark calls their Clean Sense IQ technology. Let me tell you, the sensors on this unit are incredibly fast and accurate. The second my dog walked past it and shook his coat, the machine immediately detected the spike in airborne dander and automatically ramped up the fan speed to clear it out. You know, watching the digital display change colors from green to yellow to red as it detects particles is actually incredibly satisfying. It features true HEPA filtration and advanced odor lock technology, which I found to be one of the absolute best on this entire list at completely destroying that lingering wet dog smell that gets trapped in the house during the rainy season. I mean, despite its relatively small footprint, it moves a massive amount of air. It fits perfectly on a nightstand or an end table without looking bulky, yet it easily purifies a standard-sized bedroom multiple times an hour. Testing the Shark HP102 was a joy because it requires zero guesswork. You literally just plug it in, set it to auto mode, and forget it exists until you realize that you haven't sneezed in 3 days. It is an absolute powerhouse for combating animal dander. 1. BLUEAIR 5440i. Remember in the beginning when I said there was a feature that completely shocked me? Well, it is BLUEAIR's proprietary HEPA silent technology. I always thought that to move a massive amount of air and filter out heavy pet dander, an air purifier had to sound like a jet engine taking off in your living room. But this machine combines electrostatic and mechanical filtration in a way that allows the fan to run at whisper quiet levels while delivering more clean air than units twice its volume. You know, it actually looks like a premium piece of Scandinavian furniture too. It has this beautiful sleek design with premium fabric pre-filters that you can easily vacuum or throw right into the washing machine. It catches massive clumps of dog and cat hair on the outside, completely protecting the main HEPA filter inside. I mean, the performance here is just completely off the charts. I put this in my largest, most open concept room where both of my pets spend practically the entire day. Within just an hour, the air literally felt lighter, crisper, and completely free of the dusty, dander-filled haze that usually hangs around. Yes, it is definitely a premium investment, but if you suffer from severe pet allergies or just want the absolute cleanest air possible in your home, the BLUEAIR 5440i is flawless. It tracks air quality beautifully, handles enormous amounts of pet hair with ease, operates in near total silence, and is simply the best air purifier for animal dander on the market today.